Hello, welcome to White Birch Tarot. This reading is for the beginning of the week, Monday, August 22nd, but it'll be good for a few days. Things are changing in the sky. Let's see if I can remember because I didn't write it down. Mars is moving into Gemini, which should kind of liven things up a bit and probably bring in some new activities, and you might feel like doing 3 things at once. And Mercury is still in Virgo, and the sun's getting ready to move into Virgo on either Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on where you live. And that's interesting because I got really organizational today and started, throwing things out, cleaning things up, and there you go. Okay, I'm going to start with a couple of quotes. This first one is, I think it's from a song by Leonard Cohen, the great Leonard Cohen. And I don't know the name of the song. I should, but I don't. But I love this. He said, "Ring the bells that still can ring. Forget your perfect offering. There's a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in." Isn't that beautiful? I would also say that's how the light gets out. So, and I like this one too. I don't know who said it. "Forgiveness is giving up all hope of having had a different past." I need to hear that. And this last one is from the, I think he was an architect, isn't he? The guy that invented the geodesic dome, Buckminster Fuller. I think I've got the right guy. He said, "I seem to be a verb." I like that. Yeah, I think I am too. I think we all are. Okay, so I pulled the cards. I haven't studied them or I'll get all mixed up. So what I want people to do tonight, you don't have to, but what I did was I asked a question. Okay, I'm grappling with something, lots of things. And so I thought, I'm going to think of the question. And here I am showing you the cards here. So pretend you can't see these. Oops, sorry. Think of a question, any question. Not a yes or no question, though, because I don't have any yes or no oracle cards. So just think of like something like, how can I achieve blank? Whatever it is, if you want peace, if you want a different career, if you want whatever it is, whatever you're kind of like right at the front of your mind right now thinking, I wish I could blank. That's what I asked. Okay. So the first card I drew is a great card. The Star, which is Aquarius. And this is nothing but good. I mean, this is like literally divine energy being poured on you from above. So I would say that whatever it is you're asking about, it's going to be fruitful. We got some really good energy going on right now, so take advantage of it. And the universe is giving you its blessing in this endeavor or whatever it is, okay? Then we get, we had her last night in the reverse. Here she is again, the Queen of Swords. So she apparently has something important to tell us. And last night I said, reconsider your ideas. And also what this can mean is, since swords rule thought, okay, they're air, what this can be telling you is to be mentally flexible, like be open. And I said Mars just moved into Gemini. Gemini is an air sign, and it rules curiosity and, doing 10 things at once and being interested in everything and communication. So I would say, don't get stuck in your thoughts. Be open. Be open to anything. Then we get another queen in reverse, the Queen of Pentacles. And she's a lovely card because she's got everything she needs. So she's in the present moment is who the Queen of Pentacles is. And she's in the reverse. So I feel like this is saying we need to be in the present moment. We need to be grateful for what we have. Doesn't mean you can't want something else, but I feel like it's telling us to perhaps make a list of what we're grateful for and not focus on what we're lacking, if that makes any sense. And then I drew another card in reverse, which is the Eight of Swords. And this is the card where someone is trapped mentally. They think they can't do something. They think they're limited. But the truth is they're wrapped in toilet paper. Okay, it doesn't actually say that in the book, but that's my take on it. All this person has to do is move their arms and the bonds will break. They're not in any imminent danger, but they feel trapped. And it was in reverse. So I think this is good because I feel like it's saying you're kind of starting to release your mental bonds, but you need to do a little more work on that. I wish this would stop focusing. I'm not moving. Maybe I am. So don't let yourself be stuck in self-limiting thoughts, which I think agrees with the upside down Queen of Swords. Okay, and then we have the King of Pentacles. So we had the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and she's feminine energy. And then the masculine energy, the earth energy, is in the upright. So it's kind of, I feel like it's telling me that we have what we need. We have more strength inside us than we realize, but we're questioning that because she was in the reverse. So she usually has it all together on a material and an emotional level, but she's feeling like she doesn't. But here comes our masculine side. And again, I hate those words. I should say active side rather than, this is our creative side rather than our receptive side. Let me put it that way. So this is doing things. So I would say, get out there and whatever this question you're asking, I would say take some actual physical steps to manifest it and see what happens. Because you have the ability, you have the power, if you will, within you to accomplish whatever it is. Now, this is throwing me for a loop here because this is the Eight of Pentacles. This is a man who's working very diligently and he's continuing. You can see he's produced 7 Pentacles so far and he's working on the 8th, but it's in the reverse. So I'm like, okay, you just told us to take a step toward what we want, and now you're telling me change up what you're doing. So I'm wondering if we're feeling like it's whatever we're doing is repetitive. You might want to consider, you might want to go for that new idea that you had. And I know this is kind of contradictory because last night we got the Queen of Swords in reverse and I said, think carefully before you make a decision. And I still think that's true because we got her again in the reverse. But don't let yourself get stuck in unhealthy habits that you know are not taking you in the right direction. Okay, if there's something that you're struggling with and you just can't seem to get out of the habit, try doing something different. Well, I know that's not like profound advice, but and then we get the Wheel of Fortune, which is, this is life. Things go around, and right now it's in reverse. So at the moment you might be feeling like you're not very fortunate. And again, that agrees with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, where I feel like we're taking something for granted. We're not realizing we're not grateful for the enormity of whatever it is that we have either within us or the resources available. We have more than we think. Right now we might feel like we're at the bottom of the wheel because it's upside down, but that's okay because things are changing, but that's what they're supposed to do. That's what they're supposed to do. So you may not be feeling really great today. See, the moon's in Cancer. That's very emotional. It doesn't like to let go of things, but, it moves quickly. So in a day or two, it'll be, let's see what comes after Cancer. Leo, yay, Leo energy. So you might be feeling a little off today, and don't worry about it. The wheel always turns. And then we get the Chariot, which is, I believe, the Sun in Cancer energy. And this is, which I don't understand because Cancer's ruled by the moon, so I don't get why it's not the moon card, but so they say, okay? This is what I've heard. This is someone trying to drive a chariot with two horses. It's usually horses, but these are obviously sphinxes. But what they represent are two different, I don't want to say instincts, but it's kind of like your instincts are pulling you in one direction, your mind is going in another. And you have to continue to move forward and honor both. This is sort of a both and card instead of an either or, because obviously if one of these animals takes off in one direction, it's going to be a mess. So it's about controlling where you're going. Oh, there's the moons on his shoulders. Okay, missed those. It's about controlling where you're going. And it's not really making a choice, because it's not about that, but it's about reconciling, just like I said, both and instead of either or. And he agrees with, what was I just thinking? It's like, okay, we get the King of Pentacles, who's in the upright. So he's very comfortable. He's got everything he needs. He's got it all worked out. King of the Manor. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So, and she's got everything, but she doesn't know it. So that's kind of confusing. And then again, we get more Pentacles in reverse. So something that we're doing is not fulfilling. And we may have to switch it up a bit and be open to new ideas. So I don't know if that answers your question or not. This is kind of a contradictory reading, but when we end up with the Chariot, I feel like it's telling us yes and no at the same time. That's helpful, isn't it? But again, we are verbs, so we change. And maybe you're thinking in either or with your mind, and you need to be thinking, well, maybe I can have this, but in a different way than I thought I was going to get it, if that makes any sense, okay? I moved the cards, so I'm all mixed up here. Let me just shuffle a couple of, do I want to risk an archetype card? They're calling me. Yeah, I'm gonna switch up, and pardon me. What I should do is read the quotes while I'm shuffling, so we don't waste your time here. Let's see what archetype card we get just for fun here. This is interesting. There they go. The self. The self. And if you'll notice, that's like the pearl of wisdom inside the person, radiating all the colors out. Colors are the wounds of light from last night, William Blake. So, as always, the answer lies within you. Sometimes you can get really good advice from other people, but usually you find it within yourself. And whatever you're looking for in the outside, we usually find in ourselves, or we don't find it at all. So this is a good, I think this is a good sign that what you're looking for is inside you. You can do it. You can, if it's something that really resonates with you and your heart and your, your higher self, or whatever you want to call it, you can achieve it. You've got the blessing to do that, but you might have to go within. So many cards have been telling us, but then again, that's how we get where we're going. Okay, I was going to draw a fairy card, but I don't want to. I'm going to go back to I do want an oracle card tonight, just because these cards are awesome. To the sea. To the sea. So we're taking a little journey. The sea represents our subconscious mind. And oftentimes that's where the answer is found. So you might take a literal journey, I don't know, or you might just go within and go to that quiet place where, you're secure in yourself. She's got her little bathtub boat thing in the ocean, and she's not worried. She's being watched over. And it's funny because I was just thinking tonight about how healing water is, and I wish I had a place to go swimming around here. I mean, even when I take a shower, I feel better because I'm in water. Let me just draw one fairy card just for the fun, because I love the fairies. This is interesting because we get the Smith. And the Smith is hammering out, let's see, there's a new moon. Again, I should have looked this up. The new moon is coming up, I think, on the 27th. And I think it's in, I hope I'm not wrong, I think it's in Virgo. Yeah, it is. Of course it is, because the sun's moving into Virgo, and they're always together when there's a new moon. So we're going to have a new moon in Virgo. And Virgo represents work, service to others, what is meaningful that we contribute. It's kind of putting everything together too. I think of it as the first 5 signs of the zodiac kind of build up your personality, and then when you get to Virgo, you kind of put them together in a well-formed enough manner that you can offer something to someone else. So he's working hard. So you might need to, actually physically do something, try something. And I love that he's hammering out the new moon, and we're headed for that. So perhaps you'll get, remember we were getting the 8 of Wands a couple of times, new information coming in. Maybe it will come in at the time of the new moon. And again, I think that's I'm going to say the 27th or 28th. And again, it depends on where you live in the world. I hope there are people watching from other countries. That would be neat. Okay, so I hope that is helpful. Sometimes these cards can be kind of confusing, but I hope they mean something to you. Okay, thank you so much for listening. Hit the like, share, and subscribe button if you can find them. I don't even have the subscribe button on my iPad. I hope you do, because I don't know where it is, or I would tell you. But thank you for listening. Good night.